Well, hello, everybody.
Oh,
Logan,
hi.
You're up here from the show. It looked like it was going wild down there.
Yeah,
and
God bless the SHOT Show floor. That is just a fun time. Isn't
I already
it?
got BD. I already got BD from
I'm joined with a longtime friend.
Yes.
Long before I started Art 15 or had met Matt or any of this.
God, you're right, dude.
Mr. Jason Swarr.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
How you doing,
Yeah,
man?
welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
How long exactly have you guys known each other?
Dude.
Oh, since 2008.
Yeah, it's been
when he was in the video department of the military freefall school.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we go.
That's where it all starts?
Yeah, fucking way back, man.
Well, because we were the only ones making videos.
Back then,
Yeah, and it was. But I love the fire we used to have too. I know we seem a little burnt out a little bit now, but it's like now what 10, 11 years later. But yeah, we used to be just fired up about everything.
I was just like and you were around for this. Like my first SHOT Show in 2009. I'm walking around with a photo album full of 4x6 pictures that me and Gary Stevens and Dave have taken in our living room of guns and things like that. And I'm going to every booth going, hey, you should have us do your catalog, or you should have us do this. Like, and you've got,
begging for it.
you had people back then that were like, absolutely, these look great. I would love to work with you. You have people that treated us like complete shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
Now we get to come back as one of the largest companies in the industry. And I still see some of those guys that treated me like complete garbage. Like, oh.
Did not see that one coming.
Yeah. No, you're right
yeah.
though. But we used to beat the floor, man. Just like I remember it was Straight 8, my photography company, which we still own as well, man. It's still a, you just go by and what's funny thing is I still see pictures people are using for the boost that we did like 7 years ago. I'm like, dude, you probably should refresh. I know I'm a little expensive, but we could work a deal.
Well, I mean, still at that time, even today, like. We were the only ones doing compositing.
No, you're right.
Nobody was doing
Totally
compositing.
different.
Like, and I
that was the
seen-
way to get into the business because everybody and their fucking brother is a photographer, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh yeah, we throw a gun, and it was in, we started that era where you just throw a gun on the floor and take a picture, and that's fucking good enough, right?
But
Couple
now,
mags.
but now that you're where you are and you're where you are, those guys probably out of choice keep those fucking pictures up because they can say that they can't afford you nowadays. So
You're right.
that's the only way they get your photos.
Ben Turpek, by the way, guys.
Yeah, joined by Ben, your partner and co-host of Skillset.
Absolutely.
You guys have a podcast
Correct,
called
Skillset Live.
You have a magazine called Skillset Magazine.
Yes.
Which again, this was one of those things we talked about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When Gary and I had pushed off Ink and Iron.
I remember. I fucking remember. A lot of the photography, Gary was pulling for me. He's like, dude, don't we put Zoltan?
We had a lot of
Where's Gary these days?
He's here. He just arrived today. I think.
Good, man. I hadn't seen that guy in a while.
He's the director of our creative department.
Oh, good. So he's still working with you guys. Nice,
Yes.
man.
Yep.
Yeah. That's great guy. Great guy, man.
Yeah.
Weird as fuck. I love him, man. That's why I love him, man.
That he is.
That's why I liked him, though. Gary's a shit, man.
But it's just, that back then, I mean, you Defense Marketing Group.
Yeah.
Like
we all started
the rise. Like there was Guns and Tactics magazine, which was like one of the first that really was a powerhouse on social media, not necessarily a physical magazine, but they were, there was about 10 Facebook pages that kind of ran this industry.
For sure. God, now look at us. Look at everybody. Look at us.
Look at us now.
Yes.
Look at us now.
We all look tired. Wait, what's
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are. We are all tired.
No, but it's been going good though,
Yeah.
man.
So you were the videographer for the free fall program when you guys met. And
when
then...
I was it was my twilight tour in the Marine Corps. I'm retired jarhead and whatnot. And then I was down at the military free fall school, and I'm a better video guy than I am a free fall guy, right? I mean, so guy spinning out of control, he'll be fine, he'll figure it out. That's the way I looked at things, right? Well, so they're like, well,
he'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll figure it. He's got the rest of his life to figure it out, right? So, but then I always like making the class videos were the fucking worst, man. They were just raw footage of guys falling out of airplanes. You're just like, and they had this party at the end of the course, right, with all these pipe hitting, alpha looking motherfuckers, man, and they would just be bored out of their goddamn mind. And I'm like, this sucks. So let me try to put some flair into this, man, put some fun. So I was making basically class videos, just like music videos, like old school music videos, hit to the beat, having a lot of humor into them and fun like that.
He's the first one that started incorporating like comedy-based scripted humor inside the class videos. Right as I took over as becoming an instructor at the schoolhouse, so I started doing our schoolhouse videos.
Yeah.
one of the guys came back with one of the first DVDs that he ran the whole production. And I was just like, I have to know this person.
We should do some Vets React and watch all those old videos.
I was saying, I can tell by the look on your face and your questions, you have not seen these videos.
No, I for sure have.
Yeah, these were old school viral in the military where everybody had them on a thumb drive.
Yes.
Yeah. I've even heard stories, if I may lead you guys into this, that people would come up that weren't even active in the military or had anything to do with the unit or anything to watch this stuff.
When
word started getting out.
Yeah.
That's true.
We would air,
absolutely.
like our class parties would be just, all the guys, 40 jumpers or whatever, and some instructors, and it was just lame. By the time I say our peak, our class parties would have 400 to 500 people that wouldn't even know. They're just come from Yuma. No, look, this is Yuma, Arizona. No offense, Yuma, but it ain't fucking nothing there, right? And
you got to see these. Yeah,
they would get anybody fired.
You would do scripting. Like I remember one specifically. You had a PJ and a combat controller get in a fight in a bathroom,
and
then you guys reenacted it.
Yeah,
like
and
it was them like
cat fight. Well, there was two, pipeliners, right? And it was a real fight. And I was like, how can I make this funny? Let me think here. I'm like, oh yeah, they put wigs and they had heels coming off.
They were hitting each other.
Yeah, that was a great one, man. Yeah, we had fun because you know what? It's like it's a fucking military, right? I mean, they'll take anything and run it. You're like, hey, you're a skydiver. This is great, best job ever, right? But they'll fuck it up. So I'm like, let's throw some humor in this thing and have some fun. To the point where we've got band, generals are coming like, dude, you guys, we had dicks coming off the walls and shit like that. You guys can't do this anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's fun.
These days, we'd be fucked. I'd be a private just sitting, in Leavenworth somewhere because they're pretty loud.
We got hemmed up. We got hemmed up for one a couple years ago because the class sent us in a video where they bikini snapped themselves. They were in the chutes and then they snapped and then they were all in just Ranger panties and chutes.
Yes.
And of course, there were phone calls made once that went up on Art 15.
Oh yeah.
What are you guys doing? We're not supposed to be on social media. We're secret.
We're secret, right?
No.
Tough guys. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, everybody's on deployment, fucking FaceTiming and or IG living and shit, right? TikToking now or whatever.
But being back in that day when Final Cut 7 was our bread and butter.
That was wow. I mean, you're saying
you were
you're bringing me back down.
Well, I mean, you were one of my only resources at the time.
Yeah,
I didn't know anybody that also used Final Cut 7.
Yeah,
it's not something that you can just pick up the phone.
and
find somebody. So it'd be like, hey, I'm stuck. You ever have this happen?
Yeah, we used to bounce a lot of shit off each other, which is great, man. And I needed that because I had no one to bounce shit off of. Right? I had a guy named B, which is a good guy, but it was Navy SEAL. You can only tell him so much, right? And so he's going before he tells you. But it was awesome to throw stuff. You guys would throw stuff at me, and we kind of improved each other by just doing that, man. Which is awesome. And then
I mean, also too. I mean, I would say the first 2 years Botstick was in business, and you really went hard with Straight 8.
Yeah,
we were swapping clients
for sure,
left and right. Like, get these guys.
Yeah.
Hire these guys. We got Index Fasteners, a big contract with them, and then we threw them over to
me. Yeah, which is great, man. And thank you, by the way.
So it's just like this giant circle of
I love
you got a client. That means I got one too.
Well, that's why I love it. And it's like I don't have that anymore. I don't see. I mean, and I'm sure it's still working, but it's hard. It's so competitive now, man. Which more, it's like I invite. There's no secrets of what we do, especially with Straight 8 or anything like that. And I will show anybody. Like, hey, man, this is how I set shit up. This and that.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, they're doing it. They're trying to undercut me and steal my clients. Like
they're trying.
Hey,
again, I've always said that too. I don't care teaching anybody. I'll give them the keys to the castle. It doesn't mean that they know how to fucking get in.
What people really realize is how fucking hard it is and what's a pain in the ass, and it's just tedious. So that eventually they just die off or whatever. So I'm just dumb enough to keep going.
I stopped in Tempe just for that couple days while I was going somewhere. I just stopped in. We ended up filming a music video to LFO, Summer Girls. Have you ever seen this?
No, I have not.
I have not showed him that yet. I need to show. I need a copy.
We're gonna pull that up. Yeah.
So JT rolls up and he's just like, "Hey, dude, let's make a fucking music video or something, right?" I don't know.
I've always wanted to do it too. Summer Girls.
Yeah, which is one of the worst.
I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. That shitty
Chinese
LFO song
makes me sick.
Yeah. So I was like, we have to do this. We have to do this.
So we did some. I don't know. We started out like it's a combat scene right out back.
We're all in full kit, and he's like injured and dying. And I'm like, you're just going to have to hang on. And he's like last summer. And it goes into the music video.
Wow.
I remember we had to find this girl. We had no one to film it. Like, no one wanted to come around.
Yeah.
So I called in a favor. It's like an old special effects artist I had. This girl that she was just dying for work. And she was like in the west side, like an hour away. And we're like, can you come film us? He's like, film you doing what? I don't ask fucking questions. Just show up and do it. And she did good. She did all right.
Yeah,
I mean, she was
we
fine,
got it.
know? And but I got to see that again.
And then we took a couple random photos that ended up becoming like a full page Tactical Tailor ad.
It did.
Like we were just doing stupid shit. You were like, oh, I owe something for recoil. Hold this gun. And I was out back.
Fucking JD.
Oh, that still happens.
Yeah.
Not we did necessarily for them.
That's funny that you say that, right? We went down to the booth. It was like Primary Arms booth, right? And they got our big pictures all over the fucking place. And it was like there's a guy in there. Everybody's like he's all bearded out.
Hey, he looks the part.
It looks the part, but
solid.
It was that dude was dropping off like energy drinks to us, right? And he was just like, "Hey man, I'm like, you guys try these out."
He was there
like,
for 5 minutes, and we're like, "We need you real fast."
Like, oh, you got a beard? Hold this gun. He's like,
hold this axe.
Yeah.
And now he's fucking with SHOT Show billboards and all that stuff, man.
But meanwhile, everybody else, you know the deal. Is still like, God, I'd love that. How can I get up there? How can that be me?
Yeah,
you just gotta show up, dude.
Gotta be there when we need someone.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, but that was good times, man. I enjoyed it, man.
It was so much fun. Well, I mean, no, and then that trip too, I took the picture of you and went home and did that composite. I got that right here. That's one of my favorite ones that I've done.
Man, you're going back down memory lane, dude.
What's going on? This isn't Flashback Friday.
Well, let me get some coffee poured while we
look. I'm excited, and I'm this is new to me, so I'm what kind of process is this?
Coffee?
Not coffee.
Or this process?
This process.
Look, it's on a scale and everything. Digi?
Yeah, so I'm just doing the perfect ratios for the amount of coffee to water.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn.
God, I look fat as fuck in that.
What year are we talking there?
This is 2010, maybe.
Yeah, 11 or something. Yeah, it's a while ago, man.
It's a decade ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's scary to think of it. Yeah, that was 10 years ago, Jason.
I think it has that much more impact when you say
before Gina had sold Combat Bet.
I know, yeah. Guys, so many businesses we've run through.
Thanks, man.
This smells great.
Yeah,
this is
of course.
amazing.
It's going to be a little bit strong because I didn't have enough water in that.
Bummer.
In that, but it should make the
plural
dance
peps.
a little bit.
Appreciate it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You guys should run a coffee company or something.
Yeah,
man.
that's good.
It's
kind of like we know what we're doing.
Yeah,
huh?
I know, right? And what's the process again?
So this is a pour over with the Chemex. This is like our tried and true. This is what everybody uses every single day.
Yeah.
Which is basically you're taking all the process as far as like the water going through plastic tubes or metal. Like there's the French press, you get an added metal taste because of the filter and stuff like that. The paper filter we use on this doesn't translate any taste to it whatsoever. So you're just getting the most pure form of coffee, basically.
I feel like I should be like on a Himalayan mountain right now.
Right?
You know?
You are.
You
are.
Exactly.
We put some psilocybin in your coffee. You'll feel it in a second.
Awesome.
Don't worry.
Some DMT. Get ready.
SHOT Show is going to get interesting.
Yeah. Put on your seatbelt. Here we go. Again. No.
Yeah, right. But yeah, really funny. You know that we both started out mastering digital media, and visual media, and now.
Well, that era was really like the kind of wild west. Like, my upcoming was exactly the same way with like, a lot of guys were just taking pictures like you were saying. They weren't doing the compositing. Like that was the same thing on our end. Like everybody had a point and shoot on deployment, but nobody was doing anything with it afterwards. Yeah. And then you start including social media into this. It's like there's no template for how to be successful here. And like,
but you know what? It's like honestly, I feel like it's pretty scarce about who's even on our heels right now.
Sure.
I've talked about this. Like, we're on our 8th year with Matt and us making these videos, and it's like, no one. Where's the 25-year-old Matt Best?
Well, that's the thing.
That's sitting down and learning filmmaking and making funny shit that. He's going to come up behind us. It's like, are we going to be doing this another 5 years?
Yeah. Like, and that's what we always look at that. It's like, you guys, you ruled Instagram, ruled Facebook, man. You couldn't turn on without seeing your guys' stuff, right? And then we said it too. It's like, all right, just like in anything in life, there's always someone's going to come up, right?
Yeah,
a new guy, whether it's sports or you're anything. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see it on that side, right? The new Matt Best, the new funny Article 15 videos and all that stuff. I don't see it.
I know. I mean, there was a giant influx of brands Not a single person decided to pick up a camera, though.
Yeah. I think it's more...
Maybe this is how to do this.
I think it's more they can't beat it, so why even try? That's what I believe. I mean, you guys have fucking killed it on that side, and it's like to try to put out
but
videos.
We would love to see it, though.
I know.
It would motivate us to be like, oh man, they did a pretty good job on that. We better step our fucking game up now.
For sure.
Like it's like we're getting. Although it's kind of the opposite this year. What you're going to see come out of us is something that you've never seen a company do. You know, we're going full cinematic with a 6-part over the course of the year. Where now the videos that Matt puts out are going to be 20 minutes long.
Oh damn!
And it's going to be filmed like a movie.
Wow.
And then they all interconnect.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
But it's all right. It's fun.
It's all right.
No, it's cool. As a guy who's going to be watching, I'm excited.
Next level.
Yeah. Damn.
We spent way too much, as much money as you would on a brand new Kia Sorento for a Predator costume.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Real Predator costume.
Let me know what you guys do with that when you're
That's
done.
cool. Yeah, this guy's having bad midlife crisis.
Actually, we should probably put it out to Straight 8 because it would be great to use you guys for the poster.
I would done. You say
it's a gorgeous. It is
really?
the movie Predator outfit.
No shit.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Pretty cool.
I'm down.
Yeah, we did. It was another one of those ones where we started brainstorming it, and like if we're not all passionate and like crazy excited about a project, like then
it's just dirt now.
It's just. Yeah, then it just doesn't get made, or then one person is doing everything. Like, so we have to like get behind this stuff where everybody truly loves what it is from the start to finish. And I think that this one fits the bill.
This whole year is ode to the 80s. So you're gonna see 6
fucking
80s. So Predator is the first one. The second one is C Team. Or the A-Team.
A-Team.
The coffee team.
The coffee team.
Picking up on that.
You know, then we'll move into Miami Vice. We've got our friends at Tropic Ocean Airways down in Fort Lauderdale that have all their seaplanes and like yachts and stuff.
Dope.
And they've also got parachute systems out there to parachute gear to yachts. So we're gonna do a super. Again, so if we do need some villains, by the way. Are you ready to dust off your
bad guy?
Dust off your acting?
That's funny.
Well, you see me in that video we did. I'm not that good, but I've improved since then.
You totally hit on something that I think answers a lot of that question of why no one's coming up like right now behind it. Is because that ability to floor shit when it's bad. So many people are just pushing it through. No one wants to stop their friend and say, "Hey, dude, this is dog shit. I don't like this."
Yeah.
Everybody just wants to go with it, and then.
At the end of the day, though,
like
you do have to see that through, and you know that's kind of if you look at like my Instagram, that's my dumping floor of my tests. You know, I'm testing things on there.
Yeah, we
constantly.
test so many things that way. That's a good place for it.
And and that comes from I saw an interview with who did the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, I know.
Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino.
So it was an interview with Tarantino in like 2006 at a Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
And guy stood up and asked him, what is your best advice for somebody that would eventually want to be what you do?
Yeah.
And he was like, the only advice I'll give you is you have to shoot every day. He goes, if you're not shooting every day, you're not getting better.
100%.
He was like, too many people sit around and go, I don't have a good enough sound guy. I don't have a good enough camera. I don't have this. I don't have this. He's like, your phone is 10 times what Robert Rodriguez had when he made his first film.
Sure.
Like a GoPro and a fucking MacBook right now is so far advanced beyond what some of these guys started out with that it's like, oh wait, stop making excuses, just create.
Yeah.
And it'll come.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we were kind of touching on last night too with John Kavanaugh, who's McGregor's coach, is like, you got to build that foundation. You know what I mean? Like whether it's video or it's still or it's composite, like you're not going to be able to do the huge shit that's going to resonate with a ton of people until you get good at this foundational level, and then you just continue to build on it to where it's like now, like we just did Shit Gun Owners Don't Say, and we used one of our old cameras because we're switching over to the Blackmagic Pocket Cinemas now. We're like, it doesn't look as good, and we don't like that. Like we're only using that thing now.
Yeah, and that video is like a complete throwaway for us. Like it took us an hour to do. Like we're just like,
wow, it was awesome. It was fucking great.
But we knew we needed to get something that would resonate with the SHOT Show crowd the week before. So People it would be fresh in their minds. They see us,
Let me backtrack and say thank you for doing some 80s shit, man. We did a whole cover feature, 2 covers ago? 2 issues ago in Skillset. That it's like we call it missing the action, right? It's like what to me, and then maybe I'm old as fuck or whatever. I'm in my 40s, but it's
true though.
Yes, but today's action movie. I mean, it's The Rock and fucking Kevin Hart, right?
And that's it.
And everything.
But I mean, I won't even go watch an action movie these days. It's like fuck, it's CG'd the fuck out. I'm like, give me some 80s shit, and I go back then, man, and we're diving in deep. We're on a new podcast called Missing the Action, where we're reviewing these shitty fucking movies that are just these guys are busting their ass to do, a lot of old Vietnam type of stuff coming in, but it's where everybody's shooting from the hip, rocket launchers are fucking coming out everywhere, every motorcycle's got grenades flying out. I mean, that's entertainment, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's fun, and it's like, so I'm bitching, and Ben probably tells me to shut the fuck up, but I'm bitching so much of Hollywood these days. It's like, this is the stuff I love, man.
They're not making movies for us anymore.
Nah, they don't, bro.
Sorry, you got 6 of your 8 studios are owned by China.
Yeah.
China's population outpaces us by 4x. So,
Right, right.
Sorry, but we're no
That's what I
longer the
always say.
consumer.
People give me a lot of crap because I don't go see the big blockbuster movies. I don't go to the theaters. There's nothing fucking
What's
there
the
for
point?
me, dude. There's nothing there for me.
I mean, you
I'm
watch
missing
Commando.
Nothing.
Watch how
Right.
fucking lunacy that plot is. Like,
Right.
I always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do a funny infomercial.
Yeah.
That's a foundation for injured cooking staff during action movie foot chases.
Yeah.
Every 80s action movie, they go through the kitchen and
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
up all the cooks.
yeah.
So it's like, were you a cook injured in an action movie foot chase?
Class action lawsuit, right? That'd be a fucking amazing. Man.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. But it's good for us because we can step in where
Fill that void, man.
I
We're
mean,
still
now with
taking
what
it
we
around with
have,
that, kick
we
some
can
ass.
remake. I mean, we've talked about
God.
this. You can remake Rambo 1 on an iPhone.
100%.
They only challenging shot. I mean, number one, they used a fixated 35mm throughout that whole movie, so there's no change in focal.
Right.
So number
The helicopter shot's the only hard
only
part.
challenging shot would be having a helicopter.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We could all go to Oregon and remake Rambo
So
with Rudy
fucking-
Reyes.
Yeah, with Rudy Reyes. Yeah. We actually just did an article in our current issue. It's called Rambo Full of Shit or Legit, right? Or Legit Full of Shit. We had a guy actually go out to Washington where they filmed it, and he recreated like the the stabbing of the pig. He created all. Is it legit? And
Could
this
you
is a
start
fun thing.
fire?
Yeah,
Just the things.
but just because
the knife.
it's exactly. And I'm like, am I like, does anybody else give a shit? I'm like, or is it just me? I'm in my, because I'm older or whatever. But I'm trying to push this on the younger generation, man. Where I'm
We'd be
like,
lying if we didn't say that half the time we do shit just to entertain us too. Like,
yeah.
Nobody
Well,
else,
you got to
There's
be.
nothing
somebody
wrong with
else has
that.
a
Yeah.
sense of humor, but
We're trying to do the same thing. So we're huge horror fans, right? We love horror movies. We love all that stuff, and it's a side business of ours. We run horror podcasts and video stuff, and we don't cross pollinate at all with Skillset. But we're looking at making a film this year as well, man. But ode to
Pick
80s.
up the phone.
Okay.
We would love to. Another thing we're looking at too this year is these obscure film contests.
Oh
yeah,
Like, because we just think it'd be really funny. Like,
Yeah.
some of these, you're not allowed to start writing until Friday, and you have
I
to
love
turn
that.
in a finished product
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a lot of these out there. And
for
like,
sure. I love those. Those are great. Now you're under the gun. You got to, you know what I'm saying? It's cool like that. And I think we're going to go a little guerrilla like that on our stuff as well. But I'm not saying we're doing it because everybody will do the ode to the 80s flashback. Or they'll do the shitty fucking, the filters. Okay, I get it. The grindhouse. I can't take that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you watch Ryan Connolly, Film Riot?
No.
You got to look at his. He has two horror shorts that are magnificent. One's called Tell.
Okay.
The other one's called It Came a Knocking.
Yeah.
And he does full 30-minute making of how did they
really?
do this?
Okay, cool.
So his YouTube channel is called Film Riot.
I'm on it.
Every week he teaches you a different thing.
Yeah.
Which is just a great asset for any up and coming filmmaker in general.
I mean,
It's something that we
Matt,
Media,
all
period.
of us watch Film Riot shit every week.
Well, how did we all learn how to do any of this shit?
YouTube.
Fucking YouTube, right?
Yes.
I tell that when I go speak or I go talk to people about, you're a successful veteran and all that stuff. It's like, I'm like, look, I didn't do this in the Marine Corps, man. I was,
I was never taught.
No, I
was
was
never
like,
fucking
I
had
just
school.
thought that was cool. Let me pick up that camera and figure it out.
In 2008, like I had a stack of books.
Yeah.
That was Final Cut, After Effects, Photoshop. Like, you remember all those Photoshop books, the compositing things? They'd come with a CD.
100%.
It would give you a texture. It would give you a guy on green. They would teach you how to cut out and like walk you through these things.
For sure.
I mean, I was doing it through books.
Yeah, and that's how it's like. We have people wanting to be, work for us, interns who come out with 4 years of photography school. I'm like, wait, you spent 4 years in school to learn how to shoot photos? And how much are you in debt? It's like,
oh, God.
Stop, dude. Like,
you could have got all of that knowledge in like 15 minutes
100%.
on YouTube.
Yeah, you got to have a little creativity inside you, right? So you can't,
You have to have the eye.
The eye, But other than that, you can learn it all online for free, And what you said, do it every fucking day, right? And
you have to be practicing.
Practice and have thick skin. Because when all of a sudden it's like, look at this.
Oh, that's the big thing right there.
It is, right?
That's the big thing.
I mean, I
right
go
there.
back and I look at the things that Dave and I used to do in the yard.
Yeah.
There's 10 likes on it on fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
And 3 comments, and we're celebrating.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God,
That's awesome.
they fucking loved it. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in 2008, him and I shot a fucking billboard for us as lawyers. Like for a law firm.
Yeah.
Like, for no reason. Other than us just being fucking assholes on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like,
That's it, but you're right. But you could just do it. I don't understand the mentality of like, you're right. I don't have the right camera. I don't have the right training. Fuck off. Yeah, that's excuses, man. I hate that, man. This day and age, you can do anything,
yeah,
man.
look at what go back to Robert Rodriguez. His first movie.
Yeah.
He had what, $11,000?
Yeah. Right?
And a fucking film camera?
For sure. We go back even like on the Evil Dead side, the Sam Raimi stuff, right? Where he's now, he's making Spider-Man 18 and all that shit now. But I mean, that dude started with 8mm camera, or either 8 or 16. Yeah.
Borrow it.
Spielberg lied his way in.
Sure.
Just started telling people he was a director because he broke into the Universal lot and started calling people from the phone.
Yeah. Figure it out, right? It's just like you get the job. It's like, oh shit, I gotta fucking make this shit happen.
I better
figure it out.
Better get this.
But and that's and to me, that's the best way to learn, man. I can't sit in a class and just have someone teach me or whatever. I just need it's trial and error.
Yeah, but even now, like, there's a lot of new up and coming websites that are offering just micro courses from the fucking greats.
Yeah.
Like the masterclass series.
Scorsese does a blocking course, and you sit down for an hour and listen how Scorsese blocks his actors. And you're
dude,
like,
right?
Fuck off,
It's amazing. You're right. I'm doing that right now. I'm learning to sculpt. I know this sounds gay as fuck, right?
No, I love that. I
Not
love
really.
it when
I mean,
people pick up new, interesting hobbies. Like, that's so good
that
for your
leads
brain.
into advanced makeup,
And
advanced mask
right?
creation.
And I'm doing these weird Nazi zombie weird shit I'm doing, but I'm learning from the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Online, it's great. These little classes, 10-minute class.
Lynda.com.
Yeah, Lynda. Yeah, shit like that. And it's like, and you see my skull. And
we have the weirdest exchanges of text messages. I'm sure you guys can relate. It's not what everybody thinks you're texting.
Yeah.
It's like, look at this fucking horror tree I sculpt. Oh, look at my fucking Frankenstein zombie looking mashup.
I know. I'm just trying to, I'm saying,
trying to do different shit.
I don't need to go to a 3-year school or learn. Fuck it. I'm just going to get out there, and you'll figure out if it's not for you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, after it's been 6 months and I just can't get past this stage of looking like shit, I'm probably going to be like, all right, let's move on. Not a big deal. But it's I'm learning all types of stuff, and guys that are masters are giving out their secrets, man, online for most of them for free.
They're right there.
Or if you are paying, it's minimal. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely $40,000. You're going to be in debt after this fucking class. You're going to pay a couple $100 and you're good, man.
Yeah.
So. And you can do new interesting hobbies now because now you're the owner-founder of Skillset magazine.
Correct. Yes.
Right. I'm super curious as to you're still alive and print is dead. Like how did all this come about?
Great segue, by the way.
You are alive.
Yeah. So that was a dumb fucking move. To give you a real quick background on now that it was like
I remember when you were now. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're obviously we shoot all these covers for gun magazines, and Gina Marie, she's not here right now, but she's
We know Gina.
Yes, yeah. So she's like, hey, I want to run a gun mag. So originally it's like, let's make our own gun mags because basically we're tired of working for these other ones. We're like, and this is 4 years ago where the magazine stands were full. It's like 40,000 gun mags.
Yeah,
right?
but you also had that big buyout, or they went under.
Harris went under.
Yeah,
Harris
Harris went
Publishing went under. So I was like, no, I don't want to do a gun mag because it's, could I think I could do a better one? Of course, right? I think I could, right? That's what in our heads. But we're like, no, there's no good men's magazines anymore, right? I mean, I grew up on what is that's
like Maxim
in the 90s, and which had humor. Now it's just kind of just all titties and all that stuff because they've been sold 16 times or whatever, right? They're trying to chase the trend or whatever, but it used to be great. It's always in the shitters, that type of stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, let's make another magazine like that, right? It's full of bar trivia or just cool stuff, blah blah blah. So. But then I was like, wait a minute, man, Prince dying. We're idiots. We're going to invest a lot of money in this and try to do it. But then it was a challenge, right? It was like, all right, let's fucking do it. If it works, it works. One of those things. We're going to try for 6 months to see if it goes, right?
And to be fair, like everyone that we would show it to at the beginning was just kind of like, good luck with that.
Oh, man.
I mean, you guys came out the gate. You had
tell me no.
You had Ryan Felipe
though
on number one, didn't you?
Not number one. So
number two?
we did Greg Jackson, great trainer, MMA trainer, and
Greg was the stunt coordinator on Range 15.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a super solid dude.
Get the fuck out of here! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why did I put that on
him and Tim Kennedy were both Greg Jackson, Tim Kennedy, and Keith Jardine. They ran all the stunts.
Dean and that guy was great.
And blocking and choreography for all the action sequences. And
that's fucking cool. Yeah. Well, he was a great guy, right? And I was always a fan. So I was like, all right, we got a magazine. It's our first one. No one knew what it was, and we're just like, all right, let's just say, you want to be on our cover? He's like, what are you guys again? Don't worry about it. He's like, yeah, fuck it. All right, I go, I need to put you in a suit. He's like, I don't get in suits. And I'm like, fuck, right? So, and we didn't know. We're testing our covers out. But anyway, we had him. So that worked out. And I think people were just wanting something new, and our distribution on that one was like 12,000. It was small as shit, right? It was coming out of our pockets, right? And to find out, to get it into stores, Barnes and Nobles, and Books of Millions, and it's a process, and it's also a mafia, right? It's
very much so.
Yeah, so it's hard. And then from there, we went out to Boss Rutan, man. Everybody loves Boss Rutan, the headbutt guy, right? Everybody, UFC Hall of Famer, which is one of the great, and he's a gun guy. So we have a few stipulations on that. Like, you have to be pro-gun, but we're not doing anything about guns or nothing like that, but we need that style. And to find these guys, and then Ryan Phillippe, right, came around, and it's like, he was training for Shooter. Was it Shooter?
The movie Shooter, right?
The
show.
TV show.
Yeah.
I love
him and Omar Epps.
Yeah. And went out there and we're training with him and Omar Epps for 3 days, and it was weird. Right off the bat, it was like, we're just another media, paparazzi guys to them. But after like day 2, we became family, right? You get that bond, and now to the point where day 3 we was going to shoot our cover out, and we were out in fucking Utah. I don't even know where the hell we're at. With Bucknell, right? And he was so fucking. He just like. He's still a Hollywood actor, and 3 days out in the bush, you don't look as good.
Wasn't exactly
for
his
cover.
Ideal cover shooting conditions.
Yeah.
To be fair to him.
So we're like,
not what he was used to.
And he told us, he's like, fuck it. He goes, I can't do it. And I'm like, God, we drove 12 hours. I was all pissed, dude. So we packed up. We're like, fuck it, we're out here. Good meeting you. This is how good a guy he is, man. 3 days later, fucking at our studio, knocking on our door, without us knowing, there's Ryan Phillippe holding a suit. I was like, oh, fuck. And he's just like, I will not let you guys down. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, that's so fucking cool.
Great dude. And he came in, stayed the day with us, took photo shoots, all that stuff. Podcast. I mean, just amazing, man.
That's so cool.
So there, we're starting to fight. Yeah. So it was like, all right. And then we started gaining steam with that, right?
Hitting our rhythm at that point.
Yeah. We did Rob Riggle. We had Michael Rooker.
Did you spend time with Rob Riggle?
Just like 2 days. Yeah, very under 2 days. So not a lot.
We still haven't met. We don't know if he doesn't like us or not.
So Rob's,
because we did offer him 4 times his day rate to be in Range 15, and he turned us down.
Yeah, Rob's interesting. How do I say that? He's playing the game.
He's all work.
Yeah.
It's all work, right? He knows where the line is and how to stay here if he wants to keep working at that level.
In the town.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
And the big thing with him was because
He's made his decision
he
where he
traveled
wants
with his publicist and all that stuff, which I get. And he was just like, listen, man, he was real cool. He was super cool. So I'll put that. But he's like, I can't do anything with guns. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't fucking want to put you in a gun. I go, you're going to stab a bear. You're good. And so he's like, you're going to what? I go, yeah, I'm doing an old school pulp, men's pulp cover. I go, I know this don't make any sense, but I need you to hold this buck knife, and I need you to wrap this leather strap around you, and just look like you're getting ready to turn around and stab a bear. He's like, okay. You know, he had no fucking clue. Now, if you look at the cover,
well, it's like you telling me this.
yeah.
I know what you're
You know where
able
we're
to
going.
do
Yeah.
when it goes time to getting inside Photoshop.
Right.
But when you're telling somebody, I'm sorry, what?
Because he thought he was just going to do the suit type of thing, and I'm like, nah, I got to mix this shit up, right? This is our 5th issue or whatnot, right?
It was the 5th, correct.
And so, anyways, the cover's great. I think it's great because if you guys, when we whatever,
It's one of my favorite covers. Ever.
yeah, and he's got this menacing bear trying to attack him. He's like
Just
getting
because
ready to.
it's so ridiculous and out there.
It's the manliest cover ever. To the point where he was like, "Hey guys, thanks, man. This is great. I'm on a cover. My first cover, and I'm fighting a bear. But whatever." He was like, "Fine." Well, one day I get a call from his publicist, right? He goes, "Watch Conan O'Brien night." I'm like, "I don't fucking watch Conan O'Brien, dude, but thanks anyway." He goes, "Nah, trust me." I'm like, "All right." So we fucking turn it on. Actually, I didn't. Gina Marie turns it on. I went to sleep, right? Next morning I wake up. She's like, "Holy shit, watch this." And I look. So he's interviewing, on the couch, and all of a sudden he's like, "So anyway, we got this in the mail today," and it pops up the cover Skillset. He goes, "This is the most manliest fucking magazine." He goes, and then Rob's looking, he's like, "Holy shit!" He's just like, He goes, "Well, you're fighting a bear on this." He goes, "Look, I had this Marine that was like threatening me." He goes, "You're gonna fucking fight a bear, if you like it or not." And he's just like, "It's the greatest clip ever," and it was a great publicity for us.
Oh,
right?
that's amazing.
So that kind of that's a shot in the arm for us and all that
And
stuff.
now you got to go back and get Conan and do something even crazier.
Right,
with Conan.
yeah.
Like where he's wrestling a lion.
Yeah. And the next one was like we had Michael Rooker the next week. We got to outdo this. So we had Michael Rooker fighting.
Yeah, but now it was on because we didn't expect it to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't expect to make it past year one. We're like, this is
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
great. We're gonna have a good time, bro. Then we'll go back to looking for real jobs after this.
Home Depot, here it comes.
This magazine's gonna be a fun run for
Yeah.
a year. So now we're pushing year 2, and that happens.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get to Rooker.
And I'm like,
now we're just gotta outdo ourselves.
I'm
every
like,
time.
Michael, man,
Now
I
it's
go,
real.
here's the last cover. He's looking at it. He's like, that's pretty fucking cool. I'm like, we got to outdo this. And I was like, what haven't you done in film, man? He's like, he's been Rowdy, what's his name, on the Days of Thunder.
Yeah,
He's done all that shit. He goes, I've never done a military film. I'm like, awesome. I go, you're going to kill a Nazi on the fucking cover. He's like,
This guy was a serial killer. This guy was a Rowdy Burns race car driver.
Yeah.
This guy's been like everything. Merle, right? Walking Dead.
Yandu.
This guy never got to be a military guy. How's this happen?
So we're like, we put an old World War II outfit on. Ben's the Nazi in it. I mean, Ben, sorry, dude, we put a Nazi outfit
You
on.
know, like you have that guy that's always going to step up, take one for the team.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately,
Oh, yeah.
that's me in this because it's only a 2-man team.
Yes.
Yeah. And definitely has rank. So
Oh no, I know what it's like being down in that building.
Yeah.
Like
we put this on.
the one day I'm there, we did like 12 different things.
That same trip, a day earlier, we were at a place up in Scottsdale, Haley Strategic, and they have a simulator up there where they actually strap a taser to you.
It's a 360-degree
virtual, like,
virtual reality,
training
right?
tool.
Where we had Rook Upper shooting. This is great. He's had a good time. He's
rad
cop
system.
scenarios. But then they're like, well, we got a shock vest. So every time he gets shocked, you feel, or he gets shot, you can feel it. We're like, he ain't gonna go for this. And then Ben, I look over at Ben. I'm like, you want to wear it? So he's got this shock vest on. And every time Rooker's fucking shooting, Ben's over there getting fucking jabbed.
Yeah,
man.
so to make the point, I know. You know exactly.
Trooper right here,
I've done
man.
it. Yeah.
So, but he loved the cover. One of my favorite covers
came
to
out
date,
good.
man.
Came
Yeah,
out
real good. And so we find in our audience is digging. It's like no one's putting out weird ass covers like that anymore. It's like, why not, man?
Spectacles.
Yeah.
I mean, now that you're saying all this, I want you to mail me these so I can hang them in my house.
We're done, man.
I'm going to decorate one of my rooms in these.
But we figured, and to kind of get back to your question, was
He's like, fuck.
yeah, I know. Get to it.
No, I love this. I
So
love the little
refreshing having
stories.
other podcast hosts on here. we get to fucking relax.
Tell me about yourself. How you, but
So how was it shooting that movie? Good.
oh, don't get me started on fucking shit like that.
No,
Those guests.
I went and I did Dan Crenshaw's show, and like halfway through it, I realized that I had flipped it and started interviewing him. I was, this is your show.
Yeah, but it was like
Fucking
we
awesome.
realized that to survive in the print game, you got to go crazy, man. You got to go out of the norm or whatever. Like our first 2 covers, we had everybody was in a suit. And they did fine, but we're like, we'll never survive,
Yeah,
right?
you stand back and look at it in a shelf, and you go, you know what's wrong with our cover?
Looks
It
like
looks just
GQ.
like everybody else.
does,
And
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
failing, and I don't want to fucking fail.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the answer. Like, I don't want to fail.
So we started getting these crazy covers and these crazy cover stories, right? So I mean, and it worked, man. It was a formula that worked, and to this day, our sell-through rates are great. Obviously, we got bought. We got bought out by
Sold out.
Yeah, we sold out. Right?
Hey, we need to talk about something to do with our club, like getting a copy of the magazine into the coffee club. You know, and send it out to all the coffee club members.
And I think that's great. I think, look, our audience is your customers, man.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
so and it makes total sense. So, but and so this is how, and I think it's how we're thriving and we're surviving this day. It's tough, man, because if you go to the newsstands has got still hundreds of magazines, but they're thinning out.
That's true.
Prices are going up in the magazines. The content is just sucking, and it's getting bad, man. Because I ask everybody that comes in our studio, I'm like, regardless of what age, when's the last time you bought a magazine? And I would say 90% of them say never, right? So we're at that age.
Yeah.
They get off the phone, right? All this stuff, which we're trying to improve our digital piece, which we look up to you guys who have mastered the digital side of those things, man.
Yeah, you got to check out Coffee or Die.
I have seen it. It's great. Yeah, it's a good magazine, man.
Yeah,
it's a good online magazine.
Marty crushes it with that.
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
I was at the drugstore the other day, and I was going through, and I didn't see Skillset in there, but I was just, doing an overall gander. Like, there's no more men's magazines. I think Men's Health, which seems super watered down now, and it's just some fucking Hollywood actor without a shirt on.
It's
and that's all it is.
abs.
Like, that's what.
Skinny jeans.
That's the only thing we have anymore. Like, there's
It's sad,
nothing
man.
like this.
Well,
And
we throw that alpha lifestyle tag on it, right? And it really, it triggers a lot of people. Fucking alpha lifestyle. You get that whole shit going on. But you're right. Men's Health. It's the same 8-pack. How to get 8-pack abs. How to have a better sex life. The cover lines just rotate. I mean, every 3 issues they just throw them right back in.
Yeah.
And then they'll throw Ryan Phillippe on the cover again. So it's like,
exactly.
In fact, it was funny because when he was on our magazine, the month prior he was on Men's Health, and he's all fucking
Men's Fitness,
or
Men's
whatever.
something.
Yeah. Half naked, and I'm like, hey, we're not gonna do that shit with you, dude. Sorry, man.
Nope.
It's not gonna be like that.
But it's still tough, dude. It's a tough business to be in, and we need to evolve on the media, the digital side. And we've learned we need to surround our customers 360 degrees. In other words, everywhere you go, whether it's on your phone, whether it's in print, blah blah blah, whether it's in your ears with the podcast, that's how we got to surround our customers. If not, we will fail. We will definitely die out, and it is, man. I'm preaching to the choir here, but it is. So it's hard having a print piece, but we find guys. I always say it, and I've said this. Ben's probably gonna punch me in the face for saying it, but
it's cool. I'm just enjoying the fact that coffee is totally working on you.
Fuck yeah,
It's kicking in. Big
what, you got
time.
cocaine? in that thing? That's fucking amazing. What was it? Stan Lee, right? He goes, a pair of titties look great on a computer screen, but wouldn't you rather have it in your hands or something like it? I probably just butchered the shit out of that. But it's like a lot of people still like a tangible.
yeah, I
media.
mean, books. People still buy the shit out of books.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's for flights, for when you're at work or something like
Right.
that. It's something to fucking.
Which some reason we're not in airports, which drives me nuts, man. I know
Mafia,
airports.
so-
Oh,
that's-
really?
It's a huge
Oh,
mafia.
that's
you don't make
exactly
any money.
where you guys should be.
Yeah, you don't make it. So here's a secret: if you have all the magazines in there, no one makes money on there except the airports, right?
Pretty
So
much.
it's a total wash, but. It's a great marketing tool, and that's where people buy magazines. I got to take this flight. I'm not going to get the in-flight $18
Exactly.
Yahoo fucking internet BOGO or whatever it is. So they buy a magazine, they leave it in the seat, someone else picks it up, whatever. So we're trying to get in there. I think it's the best place for us to be.
I would imagine, yeah. And how many issues have you guys done now?
13.
This is 13.
Yeah, we're quarterly, so 13, and we're pushing out 14 right now, and it's it's a process. It's great because here's my deal with the writers, because everybody's like, man, I'd love to write for Skillset, but I've never written before. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I want the guy that around the campfire we're all listening to your story, right? That's the dudes I want,
dude,
right?
right?
I got
Yeah.
a copy editor that'll fix your shitty English. They fix mine and Ben's all the time, right?
Yeah, we write most of it, and if they can fix our shit, they
Yeah,
can fix yours.
it's like
Yeah.
stick figures, and he's like, all right, I'll translate this, But that's the part. I want storytellers, man, because that makes good fucking articles, man. I don't, and our articles are short. I don't think we do anything over 5 pages is the max we'll ever do, because we try to go that short attention span type of thing, right?
Yeah.
The Instagram world, you're just flipping and all that stuff. So, and of course, visual. Let's make it the pictures crazy, make them fun, and all that stuff, and hopefully it works, man. So it's got us here. We got a job right now, which is nice. you know?
Yeah. So you guys just sold out, got bought out.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever you want to say.
And so you said you're increasing your digital print, so you're everywhere. So like, where are you guys?
Yeah,
sticking
so
your
right now
attention towards?
we're at 140,000 copies nationwide. Every Barnes & Noble, every Books A Million, pretty much every grocery store, but the Ralph's grocery chain just they canked us because
It happens from time to time.
our current cover is too menacing, they say. We have some problems in distribution on the West Coast. We're a little too alpha.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, shocker, right?
Shocker.
Yeah, I know, right? But every grocery store, the Kroger chains, and Kroger's, they don't know, owns everything, right? So every sub store,
Big chunk of it, for
your
sure.
Albertsons, your Hebes, or whatever HEBs you have in Texas, and all that stuff, Kroger owns it all. So you got to please those guys, right? Every drugstore as well. What you weren't probably looking is, we had that weird law in action where we sell out quick, we're quarterly, and now the next one comes in this week or whatever. So
Gotcha.
it depends on where this podcast airs. Whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Go get Skillset.
yeah, there you go.
Doesn't matter when this goes up.
But
get
it's cool,
Skillset.
and it's great to see our stuff in the stores, and all that stuff. And sometimes, I'll sit there in Barnes and Noble. I'm that weird guy that will hover around a guy reading. He'll sit there for 20 minutes to read it and then put it back. And I'm like, "You're an asshole." He's like, "What are you yelling at me for?" He's like, "Wait, I just saw your picture in this fucking thing," and I'll run away.
There's something cool, like, to the physical part of it, though, to get back to, like, we still buy bucks and all that shit, is, like, I have a store that I used to stock shelves at, like, not too long before we started all this shit. It's an extra job. And now to go in there and see your physical product on the shelves, it's pretty
cool.
fucking
It's
rad,
neat, man.
Yeah.
It's a bucket list
It's a
thing we
little
always
different
wanted,
than just
man.
like, oh, I downloaded your podcast. Thanks, buddy. It's a little different than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
And we're doing the opposite right now. We started completely online.
Yeah.
Scooped up a good portion of that market, and we're going back to do the product in hand.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's probably what we should have done in the first place.
Yeah.
We're idiots,
No doubt there.
We can buy an IQ of like 30, dude. So it's
We all. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish we had some of the recordings of when I would call you at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. Jason, this is what we need to do.
yeah. I'm like, oh fuck, you drinking again? Okay, cool. All right, hold on.
Hang on. Let me get a shot
Yeah.
before I listen to this horse shit again. We need a blimp.
Yeah. That's what it'd be. Can you get a C-17? I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, that's good. But I don't know, man. We're
That's
having
good
fun,
stuff.
dude. We're having, and I think the day we stop having fun, I'm going to quit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm figure out something else, man. Yeah, we're one of those things we do every 5 years. We try to shift gears anyway, or whatnot. So we'll see if hopefully in a couple years we still have a job. If not, it was a good run. We had a fun time.
Maybe we're making horror movies in a couple.
Maybe we
years.
are. Maybe that's our
Down with
next
that.
thing, man.
It's not like anybody else is.
Right. Exactly.
Not a lot of
thing,
competition.
that him and I talk about from time to time. You guys kind of touched on a little while ago. Is like we're getting older, and what we think is cool isn't going to be cool fucking 3 years from now, 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I don't know. You
ideas
say
of
that,
shift
but you
change.
also realize like our generation is also getting older with us, and they still buy things.
That's true.
So it's
That
like
is true.
Yeah, I
it's
guess
like
that's fair.
I went
true.
to the California National Guard Soldier of the Year banquet on Friday in San Diego, and a majority of the senior listed and general officers and stuff were very, very much so in tune with what we do, whereas your young guys really have no clue who we are.
Yeah.
And that's just because I got out at 15 years, Evan did 20 years, Matt
Yeah.
did 10 years. So it's like all of us, our humor is a mid-grade NCO to a senior NCO
Yeah.
style humor, so it's resonating with those people.
For sure.
And it's carrying, that's
Yeah.
going to continue to carry because they're getting just as old as us.
No, I agree, man. And look, man, if it takes us, the older guys, to push the fucking envelope, to hopefully inspire the younger kids to come up and be the new JT, to be the new Matt Best, that's fine, man. That's good. That's what we want, right? Or someone to make the new skill set. I'm down with that, man.
Yeah.
Someone got to carry
Someone's
that
gotta
torch,
do
man.
it.
So
Hopefully, someone that listened to this podcast and was inspired.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
We invite it. We want competition.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
makes
shit,
us
we'll
better.
hire them if they're good.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're doing good. You're now coming.
God,
over
I would
with
love
us.
to just
Yeah.
have some young talent that like, hey, we're gonna blow you up. Just keep
We're-
doing what you're doing and do some stuff for Black Rifle every once in a while.
Great example. You're right. And we're struggling to find. We had an intern. I don't know where he's in Africa now. I don't know. He drifted away. But anyway, we killed him. All right, I had to tell him. We buried him. All right, whatever. Was this air? I got time to run? All right. So we're like looking for a new intern for video stuff and all that stuff. Oh my God. It's like pulling teeth.
Tough, man.
It's like, dude, you're going to be hanging with celebs. You're going to be doing fun shit. We're going to stunt school here. We're going to set Ben on fire here in about a
We
month.
can't find it.
Okay, so
Same
you got the
thing,
same
same
problem.
thing.
Same exact thing.
Thank you. All right.
the
You would
the
think-
initiative, the drive, the like. I'm teaching myself how to edit video. I didn't grow up like you guys, like figuring out video and shit. Now I'm at that point where I'm going home at night doing videos and I'm entering myself in 1 minute shorts. You have 1 minute, like 1 minute short. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because I want to get better at what I'm doing to try and pull the weight until these guys come along. They're gonna fucking do this shit for us.
It's
Because it's just crazy.
Pulling teeth trying to find an intern, man. And I'm paying them too.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, we're going to pay, and not a lot, kid. But I want that 18-year-old hungry.
Yeah, but somebody that just wants to, is
soak it up, be a part of it.
And it's funny because I think about this a lot. It's like, we've had some guys that came to work for us and then ended up, self-selecting and walking away. It's like, motherfucker, you know how much I would have killed to have a group like this know me in when I was fucking 20 years old.
Yeah. Oh.
Like that would have been my dream.
Yeah.
But I didn't. We had to fucking create this.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So it's like, where are those people at?
I don't know, man. And it scares me because it's like we want someone to, like I said, pass the torch, and help us out. We need a fresh mind, right? Because we want to do more. We follow your guys' mold.
That
man.
digital side.
Yeah, you guys kill it on social media.
Digital side.
Right.
Yeah.
So we need that kid with a fresh mind, and basically we show up at work and he's like, look, put this on. You guys are doing this. Ben, get on his back. Okay, fuck it. We're going to do it, right?
Hey, I've got this set up. It's gonna do well on Instagram. It's gonna do well on Facebook.
That's all you care. We can't find that. And it's tough for us. So it's like, man, and you're right. It's like, where's the guy? I need a young JT that's just fucking
someone that's hungry.
You guys, you won't fucking believe this. Put this fucking dildo on your head. It'll make sense in a minute. All right,
just wait.
Yeah, but so it's one of those things because, like I said, we need to. How you guys have crushed the social media side. It's like we lack at. We got a great magazine. I don't think we've ever had one complaint. We had that one complaint, but that guy's an asshole. But anyway,
fuck him.
Yeah,
fuck him.
But our social media side's rough, man, and that's something that we just don't know. So we're working on that. So here's my call. I'm putting a call out to the world, man.
Don't do this.
Fucking somebody.
Call him out.
The position has already been filled. Please don't listen to what Jason's about to say.
You know what? We get more 50-year-old, 45-year-old midlife crisis. Like, dude, I'll be your intern. No. I love that.
We can't afford it.
Yeah. We want the younger kid that still lives with mom, or whatever.
Hungry.
But it's one of those things, and maybe it'll come around. I don't know, but I get worried. I say I get worried about the future generation, but I'm sure they're fine. They're going to kick some ass, but. I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't want to be the old guy. Get off my lawn, you fucks.
Well, they won't be on your lawn. They'll be in front of a fucking game system.
Virtual reality. Yeah.
So. Somebody's going to come up and they're going to start a magazine in competition with you called No Skill, and it's going to be a beta lifestyle magazine.
That's probably true.
So
here's how to complain.
Yeah.
101 ways to complain.
Oh, there we go. It's called GQ, man. It's called Esquire, man.
Esquire.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love when we go to the magazine section. We're right next to DNA magazine, which is some dude in a jockstrap. Give the better blowjob. You're like, oh, this is awesome.
It's men's lifestyle, not men's lifestyle.
Right? It's just like
explain this to people.
And I got my cover model right next to it. I was like, yeah, this is fucking where we're at in life. This is awesome. But, hey, man. It's a job. We're eating right now. We still got roofs over our heads. We're good.
Here we are at SHOT Show again. 10 years later.
Yes.
We're not rolling around with a photo album anymore, begging people to take pictures.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. So I guess life is good, man. I can't bitch, man. I can't bitch at all. So, and I'm here with you guys. This is awesome, man.
Yeah,
cool.
Thanks so much for coming up. I know everybody's busy at SHOT Show.
Sorry, I ran my mouth too much.
No, it was a good convo.
It was a perfect episode.
I love hearing about Jared's crazy past. It just tickles my soul.
I could do a whole show on that.
Yeah, you had Warsnop on your podcast.
Oh yeah, we did have Danny, man.
You guys went down there. Hey, does he do that shit with you where he calls you really late? You both, yeah, he does that with me too.
God, he was on there.
Yeah.
A while ago.
Oh, I know, right? I forgot about that guy. Yeah,
super fired up about some bullshit that doesn't make any sense.
He walks in. Danny Warson walks in our fucking studio, right? And he has this big giant dog, man. I don't know.
It's a cowboy.
You know what it is?
Yeah. Well, cowboy. It's a big golden retriever.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? And he walks in. And he's like, "Hey, you guys doing, man? What's up?" We're shaking hands, and I just say he's taking salmon and he's just throwing it on the floor everywhere. Right? I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing on my floor? Right? He's throwing all this shit on my floor. It's for the dog to go eat. I'm just like, he's like, there's still salmon, dried salmon over our fucking floor.
I'm on dog fur.
Yeah, and
He's
dog
on
fur.
first.
That dog shedded like, God damn.
And we're not being salty. It was just like we're a little protective. It was a brand new studio at the time.
Yeah, we just got
so
it.
we were just getting used to it.
Warsenup's in there just throwing salmon
He's just
around.
throwing salmon and fucking
Yeah.
dog hair all over the place.
Just owning it. Knew we should have left the plastic on the sofa.
I know it's tacky. I don't know. Yeah. So, but no, that's good. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about this. Everything kind of comes around.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Well, you were out of town, but I had invited you to the helicopter jump.
Oh yeah.
You know,
oh
which-
yeah. I wonder.
When that didn't get as much like. That's one of the things that kind of fucking chaps my ass is like the Diesel brothers do this. Oh, we're gonna jump a monster truck over an airplane, motherfucker. We jumped a
Yeah, I did
helicopter with a dirt bike while firing a minigun with a rally car underneath it. Fuck you. Ours was cooler.
Yeah. Who's these Diesel brother fucking guys?
What
Yeah.
are those guys? Are they still
Nerds.
Yeah.
They're still around.
Are they still around?
I don't know.
Who knows?
We actually
know.
someone at
Our stunt was cooler.
yeah. Fuck
Like-
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if those guys. I
Yeah.
don't
Fuck
know.
them. Fuck them. Anyway, I don't give a shit.
They were like hot for a
Well,
minute.
tell everybody where they can find you so that you
Yeah.
can increase your digital footprint.
There we go.
Huh?
So we'll start with Instagram. It's Skillset Mag, everything, right? So you can skillsetmag.com. You can go there, check out our
the
website.
website, yeah.
Or just go to the store. Find it next to the gay magazines and the weed magazines. You'll find Skillset.
Usually in that section anyway.
It's right there. You know, we get fucking swamped out there. But your best bet, this is my plug, is skillsetmag.com and get, a whole year for like under $20. Pretty cheap.
That's
and then our
cheap.
podcast, Skillset Live, man.
Yeah. You guys want to hear these guys keep talking, getting jacked up on coffee?
That's
go-
what we do. Yeah, we
going
just run our
crazy.
mouths.
What about this horror podcast? Let's hear about that.
That's true. Death List. It's called the Death List.
Oh, damn.
And it's
I'm interested in this now.
Yeah, it's pretty. We go a little raw on that, and
I gotta ask, what's your top horror movie in the last 25 years?
in the last 25 years. Well,
Last 25.
And I
What,
want-
are we talking independent? Are we talking main? What are we
I'm,
talking?
I'm talking overall, both with creativity, budget, and final.
Dave, you're fucking. That's all.
Well, Terrifier's up there right
Okay,
now.
there's
There's
a-
no doubt that
there's
Damien Leone and Terrifier's up there.
a movie.
Right now. You can't deny that.
Look up Terrifier.
I have not seen that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard of that. I'm a
Yeah, I
haven't
huge
either.
horror buff
Yeah.
myself.
So Terrifier, it's like fuck it
We've
and all
had
that
him on the
clown
show.
shit.
He's kind of an acquaintance of ours. Right?
Yeah. He's
say
a
that.
director out of New York. It's the most terrifying clown movie you ever fucking seen in your life.
It's a
man.
slasher. He started as a short, ran it as a trilogy, put it together, packaged it, got the money he needed to fund a full feature.
Yeah.
Did it the smart way.
Wow.
Fucking crushed it. Currently is filming the second one right now.
Yep. It's amazing.
Well, I mean,
Pretty
you
badass.
dive
Original
into
character.
the economics of
we
like the guy that did Paranormal Activity, filmed that
For
first
sure.
one for $15,000,
Yeah.
made $168 million off the first
I'm
one.
telling you
The
right now.
difference is this one's actually a horror movie that I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
unlike
Yeah.
Paranormal
It's
Activity,
actually
that
scary
sucked
and there's
balls.
blood
It's not just a
slasher and-
yeah.
A lot of these found footage. I'm an anti-found footage
he
guy.
hates it.
He likes them, but I think.
Yeah, I'm
but
down.
you know, you're
No,
gonna
I respect the money. Because
do
I mean,
too.
it's a stepping stone
Sure.
to get to make whatever you want. Because if you look what he did after Paranormal 4 came out, now he's making his own shit.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
he's allowed to make 2 movies a year. They fund him at whatever
It doesn't matter,
fucking
yeah.
budget they want, and he gets to fucking go buck wild.
No
so it's like,
shit.
okay, that dude knew the economics of filmmaking.
Right.
It's just like starting a music career.
Play the
You
game.
have to fucking sing some covers to get
do.
eyes on you.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
Hotel
and then
California,
you
here we
earn
go.
those people, and then those people will buy your shit
for sure.
He earned his keep.
Look, if you make a horror movie and you don't make at least 4 to 10 times your money back, you fucked up.
Exactly.
Horror is. This is why I tell.
Shh, don't give away the
I
secret.
am giving away
It
secrets.
should be cheap.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, I don't give a shit who you are. Kids, whatever. Everybody loves horror one way or another. They hate being scared, but they love it, right? It's the good girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
Watch a movie, regardless of slap. Now, granted, Ben dives down deep in some horror that I wouldn't even.
So I had to ask a little
I'm
bit.
really
you
like
know?
I'm a huge. I still think to this day, The Ring is probably one of
great
the
movie.
legitimate scary movies.
Yes.
that in its time came out with a new concept.
Great.
Like, VHS followed with it, but VHS I felt they had some really good setups, but poor execution for
Love
sure.
VHS.
Yeah,
I won't even get through it.
I can't get through it.
really?
And found footage, man. It drives me nuts. It's like,
far
it's
as
like no
I
one
know,
is
stuff
that
goes.
bad with a camera,
Yeah.
right? Let me zoom in 100%.
The film critic over here, right?
Right?
Yeah,
Whenever he
but
makes
but there's some shit in VHS that's so
what I'm
fucking
trying to tell you.
terrifying.
I can't
I'm
get
working
him
through
there.
it. I'm working through it.
get
So
in there.
creepy.
But this is also the guy like partner in crime that like he'll watch. He'll like, dude, why the fuck did you make make me watch Serbian film. I'm like, come on. It's not
Okay,
that
one
fucking
film I'm
bad.
going to not recommend for anybody is called Serbian
film. Yeah, we know about that.
You know about it. It's the fucking worst of the worst,
No, it's
man.
not. I've seen much worse. I own much worse.
I'm a
It's not
diehard
big deal.
slasher fan, so I go down the slasher route. Just how
What
I
about
grew up.
Cannibal Holocaust?
I love it. I love
You
any of
fuck
those.
with
man.
that?
Yeah,
That's found footage.
No, it is, but it's a different. Once again, it's not. It's not. Got him. This guy will. These found footage are like VHS. They'll zoom in 100%, and then just like for 5 minutes, it's just shaking.
It's just shaking.
Maybe
I'm like,
we should just have a different category of it. We should just call it shaky cam versus found footage.
okay,
And
all
that'll
right, there
make
you go.
happy.
So fucking it, right? But
Shaky cam.
I love a Cannibal Holocaust, Camera
I had
Frogs.
to order that off eBay from Russia.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Do you know about this?
No.
You've never heard of Cannibal Holocaust?
Well, no, I've heard.
They
of,
still don't know if
yeah,
it's
yeah,
real
yeah.
or not.
I know about that.
It's great. And even who did Green Inferno?
I have it in my room right now. It's
Yeah.
Eli Roth.
So they do. Eli Roth
You
did
never
a.
know if the Wi-Fi is going to go down. You got to travel with fucking physical
Couple
copies.
DVDs.
He's got
man. I
DVDs
believe what I
crazy.
speak.
Yeah.
Physical.
Backups.
No.
You got a copy of
I
Range 15 on me.
saw. Did you guys see Hereditary?
Yeah.
Oh.
I really.
How many
like-
times? About 100. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Great movie.
You know what really made Hereditary for me is I went and watched like a 20-minute explanation
Yes.
on YouTube.
Yes.
Where this guy broke the movie down as to what he was really doing throughout that, and
That's
then I
great.
rewatched it, and it was 10 times as scary.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this
That's
is
a solid
great, man."
film.
But there's
That's a solid film.
There's
It is.
another one. That person-
Midsommar?
Yeah,
Midsommar.
That
Yeah, I
was
watched that one, too.
fucking
Yeah.
eerie.
That's not really a horror movie.
was. That's
so
what I
much
like.
as
But
like
there's
it's
a
a
good barbecue
cult.
scene
It's like
that's
a
worth
cult
watching.
film.
Yeah. So I'll give our listeners, watchers. Here's Jason Swarr's advice, man. All right, anything in the Conjureverse, anything the Conjuring,
James Wan-ish.
the Nun, your Annabelles, you're gonna fucking win.
It's all the
That's your
mainstream
modern shit. And James Wan, who's the director, he do knock it out of the fucking
Yeah,
park,
he's
right?
fucking good, man.
Anything made by Blumhouse, and I'm so fucking Blumhouse on right now,
yeah.
could suck my balls.
But they're making money, though.
They're making money.
They're making
It's a
money.
cash cow. Hey, I'm gonna drop a. Here's $5 million bucks.
It's the Post Malone.
It is, yes.
Yeah,
You
they're
Just
know?
keep him going, buddy. Just keep him going.
Yeah, Happy Death Day to Me 5 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't
I
matter.
didn't watch Happy
It
Death
just
Day.
don't even bother,
It's
right?
like-
But they're cash grabs, right? And they know they're smart. I can't be bitching about it because they're making millions over millions every fucking film, regardless if it's a piece of shit or not. But I just think it for me as a horror purist, it kills me, right? So whatever. But it's
How about
modern day
this?
horror.
Cabin in the Woods.
Great movie.
Great
This
movie.
fucking all
Great
around.
fucking
It had
great movie.
everything.
That's a great movie.
Like
Great
crazy
spin.
fucking concept.
Yeah.
Crazy fucking spin.
Yeah.
There's like so many Easter egg creatures from
Yeah.
video games and
That's
just other
the-
call outs to movies.
That's
and
the
Evil
movie
Dead
when
shout-outs
when
and-
we originally started doing about our horror skit 2 years ago. Now, like that was the film
Yeah,
that we were
Woods
talking
was
about.
it.
Like, hey,
Still
let's
can
get
watch
some of
it
these
like
cultures
at any
back in.
time and be
great
like
watch.
fully entertained.
Great
Yeah,
watch.
there's to me, I loved it, man, because you never see a new spin on horror ever, hardly, right? It's tough. They may twist on something here and there, but to find a new spin like Cabin in the Woods is amazing, man.
Yeah, because I did do the I watched original Pet Sematary and new Pet Sematary back to back.
Yeah.
That new one was almost shot for shot.
Yeah.
It was just a
the only
shot
thing they
for
spin
shot.
was the kid and the
yeah,
kids.
yeah, they flipped the
They
gender
flipped
of the kid.
Yeah.
Like, but if you watch the mechanics of both movies, it was the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I'm an anti-redo guy, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Except there's one film.
Evil Dead was a lot better.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
We're on the same wavelength. They fucking knocked that out of the park, man. And
Great
Evil Dead is
watch.
one of my favorites. So if you want to say, hey, what's one of your favorite movies ever? Just cause how raw the original Evil Dead. It's just you feel dirty after you watch it.
Yep.
It's like that was scary as fuck. And the new Evil Dead, I'm like, I didn't even watch it. And finally, I think he told me, he's
I just kept twisting your arm. Like, nah, dude.
fuck it.
Go
And then I
check
watched
this
it.
out.
I'm like, God damn.
That last
You
scene
just
when it's
gotta stay
raining
on 'em,
blood,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that last scene.
No, it's great. It's
Oh.
fucking
Shit with the
phenomenal.
dog, the arm under the car. Fuck.
So we talk about it all the time. Death List podcast. We talk about it all the time. We're doing YouTube stuff. Crazy. We're just. I love it. Horror because you can be ugly as
You
fuck.
can just be
man.
like this, too.
You can be ugly as fuck. And it's like I don't have to be
Don't know
pretty.
what I said
you know, just talk horror and you're good, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah. So that's what we're doing these days, man.
I love that
awesome.
Death List.
Yeah, Death List, man. So there you go, man. So,
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
out.
Thanks
This
for
was
having
an
us, man. This was
amazing
awesome.
episode.
I know. I have fun. Man. Well,
Keep doing this.
All I ask is you return the favor one day and you're in Phoenix. Stop by the studio. Guys.
Oh, we're
Absolutely.
going to make. Like I said, I really think you should do the posters for this year.
done. So
For these, and
I'm down.
You know, shoot us an Honorage cover with the group
okay.
of us. Like,
Okay.
we'll recreate an
Well,
Honorage
that's-
poster.
yeah, I like that, man. I'm down. That's why I love you guys, man. This is what I dig, man. Shit, man. So yeah, no, thanks for having us, guys, and we'd love to have you on our show
You
one
bet,
day.
ladies
too.
and gentlemen, this is Free Range American. Jason Swarr and Ben,
Yes.
Deathless, Logan. Go listen to their stuff. Skillset magazine. We love you.
Goodbye.